Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Publishing Notebook, where I share the lessons I've learned from writing, publishing, and marketing more than 70 children's books, so you can avoid the mistakes that cost me time, money, and opportunities. I'm Sean George, founder and president of Our Children Read. If you've ever dreamed of writing a book or you've already started, this episode may save you months or even years of frustration. Let's get started. When God placed it on my heart to begin writing, I knew exactly what I was supposed to write. I was supposed to write children's books. I knew my mission. I wanted children to see themselves reflected in positive, inspiring stories, stories that help them believe in themselves and fall in love with reading. I was passionate. I was excited. I was ready to write. What I didn't realize was that knowing my mission wasn't the same as knowing my customer. And that lesson changed everything. In the beginning, I thought almost exclusively about the child reading my books. After all, they were my audience, or so I thought. Then I began attending vendor events, school visits, children's book festivals, and community events. That's when I noticed something. The children loved the books, but they weren't always making the buying decisions. The parents were, the grandparents were, the teachers were, the librarians were, the schools were, the churches were, the childcare centers were, the homeschool families were. That's when I realized I didn't have one audience, I had two. The lesson I learned was the child is my reader, the adult is usually my customer. And that changed the way I talked about my books. It changed the questions I answered. It changed the way I marketed. Instead of asking only, what will the child enjoy? I also began asking, what does the parent need to know before saying yes? What does the teacher need to know before bringing this book into the classroom? What does the grandparent need to know before buying it as a gift? Once I understood both audiences, my conversations became more meaningful, my marketing became more intentional, and my business became stronger. What I want you to remember if you're writing your first book, I want you to answer two questions before you write another chapter. Who is my reader and who is my customer? Sometimes they're the same person, many times they're not. Understanding the difference will influence how you write, how you market, and ultimately how you sell your books. This week's publishing assignment. Before next Thursday, take out a notebook, write these two questions at the top of a page. Who is my reader and who is my customer? Then write everything you know about each one. The clearer your answers, the stronger your publishing business will become. Next Thursday on the Publishing Notebook, I'm going to share another lesson I learned the hard way. It's one decision I wish I had made much earlier in my publishing journey, and it had nothing to do with writing a better book. If you're serious about building a successful publishing business, you won't want to miss it. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Publishing Notebook. If this episode helped you, please like this video, subscribe to the Our Children Read YouTube channel, and share it with another author who's working to bring their story into the world. I'll see you next Thursday. Until then, keep writing, keep learning, keep building. Don't just publish a book, build a publishing business.